Whoa! That definitely shouldn't be sparking!
We can worry about that after we catch our dragon.
And convince Lady Hellbender to help us bust the church a new one.
Before setting out on our quest, let us rouse our spirits with a Catathian battle anthem.
What? Like now?
You know what? Flark it. Let's do it.
Now listen closely. Ancient Catathian is a powerful tongue with words that hold great meaning. Follow as I lead the melody. Sotraju tukluk, Peldagor Morgath, Soltath Flandergath.
Sothraju Tudluk,
Peldargo Morgath, Soltath Flandorgath.
Targath Gonot Kol, Volmalki Ultath, Gothan Kolgalmak.
Targath Gonot Volmaki Ultath, Gothan Kolgalmak.
Pelmafin Sarduth, Jutkai Nageltau, Gothan Kogalmak.
Pelmafin Sarduth, Jutkai Nageltau, Gothan Kogalmak.
Galmak, Galmak, Soltath Flandergath.
What does that last line mean, Drax?
Soltath Flandergath. It means we will be victorious. At last, the hunt for Fang Foom truly begins.
A monster that big's gonna leave serious marks all over the planet. Shouldn't be too hard to find.
Looking for Foom poop. Great.
the Milano isn't gonna self-destruct or anything while we're gone, right?
How many times do I gotta tell you? The ship probably ain't equipped with self-destruct systems.
All good, buddy?
I'm Groot.
We're gonna pull this off. I know it.
Of course. We have to. For Nikki.
I knew this day would come. I was destined to battle the Dragon Lord of Kakaranthara.
Bet you didn't think you'd be fighting him with this team of a-holes.
I did not. But I am thankful fate has granted me this honor.
Ever fought a dragon before? Sounds fun, actually.
Only in the arcade. That's good enough, right? All set to take on Foom, Rocket?
They say that a single one of his claws is bigger than a fully grown man.
Considering how those legends about Hellbender turned out, that dragon's probably as tall as Groot.
Ready for our biggest battle yet?
I am Groot.
He was more worried about us killing each other over the past few cycles.
Despite your best efforts, you are an honorable man, Peter Quill.
Thanks, Drax. One day, we'll find the right language package. Man, this thing is ugly.
What made you bring that thing onto the ship?
Thought we could use it if we ever need to hide our identity during a job or something.
First of all, a Glarnot mask ain't no identity.
Glarnot, they're that gang from the planet that rains emeralds or something, right? Or am I confusing them?
It's diamonds.
Oh, yeah.
And B, there's only 2 jobs I've ever needed a mask. The time me and Groot knocked over a top-secret lab.
Really?
Oh, yeah. The other time was when I borrowed a Glarnot mask and accidentally stole Groot from the Collector.
How'd you accidentally steal Groot?
You have to understand, Quill. I was on the run back then. The war was still raging strong, and them Kree scientists weren't exactly happy I left Half-World. I had to keep a low profile.
By robbing the Collector?
I was broke. And no offense, but the way the Collector plasters his face all over nowhere like he owns the place.
He doesn't own the place.
Someone had to knock him off his stupid flarkin' pedestal. Fact that I was drunk when I did it just makes it funnier.
Is there a bounty out for you that I should know about?
Relax. Anyways, I lifted one of them stupid Glarnot masks from some passed-out jerk at Mantlos, stumbled my way to the Collector's Emporium, put on the mask, flashed some shiny rocks I found, and when his assistant's back was turned, I bonked him on the head.
Oh, you're unbelievable.
I know. It was gravy after that. Once I was sure he was out, I started cleaning out the place. Woke up the next morning on a stolen transport with a bag of loot and Groot. Of course, he was just a baby back then. Barely taller than a weed.
Aw, baby Groot.
I knew right then and there that I had to take care of him. A cage ain't no place for guys like us. We've been partners in crime ever since.
That I believe.
Believe what you want, Quill. Truth is truth.
When did you guys rob a secret lab?
It was before we came after you. This Signog named Wheeler reached out to me and Groot. Wanted us to steal a bioweapon from some research lab in Arago 7. Piece of cake for a crack team like me and Groot.
Wait. And Groot wore a mask for this?
Man, you should have seen him, Quill. Bark naked except for the stupid mask of Thanos. It was flarkin' hilarious.
Yeah, I bet.
That was until we realized the eggheads on Arago actually hired Wheeler to get us there.
6 out of 10 times it's a trap.
Yup. Turns out they wanted to study us. My implants, Groot's regeneration, super valuable to the right bidder. By the time I realized what was up, they'd got Groot. Locked him in a frickin' cage, Quill. Like an animal.
That's terrible.
Yep, well, joke's on them. We weren't about to be turned into science experiments anytime soon, so I went with Plan B. One explosive charge later, and ba-boom, we were home free.
And the bioweapon?
Sold it back to Wheeler for triple the price.
Nice.
Yep. Those were the days.
I'll just put this back.
I am Groot.
All right, let's do this.
Shivering tit witches, it's cold.
That's not really how that saying goes.
You want to correct me? Or you want to find Fang Foom and save the galaxy?
I want Fang Foom.
And the galaxy-saving thing, I guess. Assuming Hellbender even goes for this.
Lady Hellbender will go for it.
Okay, well, I ain't seeing no Foom poop.
We should look for Catathian hunt markers, testaments to the bravery of those who came before.
By brave...
That was too close!
The legends of raining fire are true!
Any other legends we should know about?
Legends of glorious death!
Well, as long as it's glorious!
Watch out! We did not come here to be slain by ice and rocks. There is only one noble way to die on Maklu 4, like so many of my people before us.
Someone remind Drax we ain't come here to die!
No one's dying! We're taking Foom alive. We're handing him over to Lady Hellbender alive. And we're getting her to help us take on the Church's Armada.
So this plan of ours, the Armada part, is where we die?
Maybe, but definitely not before that.
Go, team!
Looks like a dead end.
Glorious dead end.
All right, Drax, let's channel some of that excitement toward this rock.
I shall pretend it is the head of Fang Foom.
Great. Drax just shattered the skull of the thing we're supposed to capture.
Bye-bye, galaxy.
You have nothing to fear.
I am Groot.
Groot says he wants to take it all in. Take your time, buddy. Might be our last chance to take anything in.
Think Foom's in there? Your fantasy books taught me anything, it's that dragons love to hang out inside mountains.
Groot wants to know if those books said anything about catching dragons.
I'm sure it had something to do with teamwork and trust.
You can't remember the details because he didn't read the whole thing.
I read a lot of different dragon books, okay? And there was always a mountain, and the good guys always win.
Ain't no one writing a book about us.
I think I see something up ahead!
Look, my people were here.
Didn't we see these in Drax's memories? When Mantis linked us all together.
Here, Katath.
That's a lot of brave Catathians.
After Thanos raised Katath, my people were left broken, physically and mentally. Their exodus led many of them here in great numbers.
So how many of these hunters came back?
None.
They were all victims of Fang Foom?
Not victims. They came for the ultimate battle. A truly glorious death.
Is it just me, or does it feel like we're a part of something here?
Oh yeah, part of Foom's all-you-can-eat buffet.
I mean, walking in the footsteps of Drax's people, out here to save the galaxy, makes you want to believe in destiny.
I'm not trying to kill the moment or nothing, but everybody listed here was destined to be monster chow.
If we all die, we will die like proper Catathians.
If we all die, everyone dies. Magus is gonna consume everything.
Then let's catch Foom and make sure that doesn't happen.
Legends say that Fang Foom can will himself from one dimension to another, should he choose to do so.
So what if he chooses to do that while we're kicking his ass?
Then we will have been bested, and must hope that in some other timeline we will have fared better.
You think we're this desperate in other timelines too?
Not the one where I'm leader.
Okay, team. If we can't make quick work of this thing, then we got no right going after Fang Foom.
Well said, Peter Quill!
I really hope this Lady Hellbender plan works!
When we deliver Foom, Lady Hellbender will be in awe of our prowess! The beast's hardened exterior is quite vexing!
Looks like Stumpy might have the same weaknesses too! Big one's wide open! Shoot the... Quill! Watch it!
This is like an iced-up version of Stumpy!
No mentioning Stumpy! Remember last time? Save your ammo! Hit this creep with a special surprise!
Rocket! Go wild!
What is that impulse?
So fucking cold here! Even the monsters are frozen!
Yeah, definitely wishing I brought a scarf!
What's next, Peter?
What the fuck? Mushrooms aren't usually this tough!
We need to teach this freak to roll over! I thought you'd never ask!
We must strike the large one with more force!
Too bad Foom didn't eat this thing before we got here!
Maybe this is a part of his hunting grounds!
Room freak's tougher than he looks!
Let's turn him over! Work with the Secnarch 9-1!
My great strength goes underutilized!
I really hope this Lady Hellbender plan works!
We deliver food! Lady Hellbender will be an all...
Anyone else getting major Secnarch 9 flashbacks? I got you, Drax!
Hey, Quill! Wanna see some fireworks?
Cool,
Okay, so on a scale of 1 to 10, how much bigger and stronger and scarier is Foom gonna be than the thing we just fought?
10,000.
That's what I figured.
No one said this was gonna be easy, Rocket.
Right, but 10,000 times, Quill, Drax is the literal one.
Gamora, I'm thinking I can get a pretty good vantage point from the top of this thing.
Okay, just be careful, Peter.
I can see the whole crater from up here. Maybe Foom's not in the mountain after all. Maybe he's down there somewhere.
You tell us.
I mean, if I were a dragon, I definitely want to stop around down there.
Legends do. Tell the Fang Foom stalking my... Who's greatest Caldera?
Good enough for me. We can probably work our way around the edge and find a way down. Need some blade work here.
Freshly sharpened. Thanos once told me about a planet he found ravaged by things. Bodies not clean, but scrambled. Splashed across the landscape like some kind of twisted painting.
Sounds completely horrible.
He said he found it pleasing to the eye.
I'm glad he's dead.
Allegedly.
Let's just say we do catch Fang Foom. Flark and Hala!
Whoa, get a load of them claw marks.
It's gotta be Foom's, right?
He's even bigger than his legend.
So, yeah. When we find him, let's avoid the claws. Okay. I'm thinking this is step one of a multi-step solution to get across this chasm.
All right, and what are the next steps?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we need to cross here too. Just not sure how.
It looks like there might be a ledge hiding under all those rocks.
Incoming! So step 2 of your plan is crushing us all!
I think I see what he's up to.
Yeah, crushing us all!
Fling that thing, Drax.
Certainly. Where shall I move it?
Thanos would have loved this planet.
I could clear the rubble from that ledge, Peter Quill. I just need something to throw.
How about Quill? Come on, it's not so bad.
His fleshy frame would make a poor instrument of demolition.
Final step, Drax.
Glorious!
I swear, I've never seen you in such a good mood.
Because you have never seen me on the Great Hunt before.
What about our quarantine zone mission?
You mean our quarantine zone bust?
That was not the Great Hunt. It was a regular hunt.
Drax, I know you've been waiting for this a long time. Enjoy it, man.
Thank you, Peter Quill. I must admit that with everything that has happened, I need this.
Yeah, well, maybe... Everyone get ready. There's something up ahead.
I'm pretty sure it sees us, whatever it is.
Great, more Foom food to deal with.
Do not underestimate anything that survives the perils of this planet.
Good advice.
The rest of you should think of this as a warm-up for Fang Foom!
We don't have time for warm-up! Breaker's ritual can go off any second!
I, for one, am ready for you, Fang Foom!
Loving the excitement, Brad! Just promise no avalanches!
Stop!
How's everybody holding up?
I think my trigger fingers are frostbitten! Toss them around!
Yeah, well, what have I told you about always bringing a scarf?
I wonder
And the
if
hunt
Big
for
Fang
Fin Fang
Foom's
Foom
gonna
continues.
fire at us! Okay, let's just think things through a moment.
Since when is that a thing we do?
What if we're too late? What if Raker finishes what he started and the ritual...
Then we're doing all of this for nothing.
Not for nothing. If our final act is to challenge Fin Fang Foom, it will be an honorable final act.
I don't do final acts. I'm a survivor.
Let's hope we are not too late.
All right.
There, see? More ominous peaks.
This planet's starting to give me the creeps. I keep thinking Foom's gonna claw us from behind.
Fin Fang Foom is a legendary beast. Legendary beasts do not claw from behind.
Maybe not. Smart ones do. My sister used to paint places like this.
Hell worlds?
Frozen landscapes.
You expect me to believe that Nebula, scourge of 100 worlds, liked to paint pretty pictures?
They weren't pretty. They were sad.
Way too close!
They say that Fin Fang Foom uses the planet's treacherous surface to test would-be adversaries.
Oh, it's Lady Hellbender legends all over again.
Well played, Takarandura!
Careful! That's deadly gas.
So here's an idea. Why don't we lure Foom into one of these gas caves? Knock him out.
Cowardly. I want full credit for the kill.
For the last time, Drax, we're not killing Fin Fang Foom.
Wait. Rocket, are you neck deep in water?
We're about to stare down a legendary dragon with the fate of the entire galaxy at stake. I ain't gonna hold us up.
Wow. I'm impressed. You really conquered your fear.
Yeah, well, it ain't about me no more.
Gamora will figure. Need some muscle, Drax.
Let us see you do this, rodent!
Instead of giving her Foom any chance, Lady H might settle for a few days. Whatever they are.
I'm thinking no! Incoming batch of beasts!
Breathing room, Groot!
That thing was freaking nasty!
Wonder if their evolution has something to do with the gas! It's Groot. Loving the initiative.
Sotrajo tu glok, Heldador Morgat, Solhat Flandergat.
This is definitely in Drax's wheelhouse.
Anyone ever tell you, you got an enchanting voice?
I am Groot.
I'm not being mean, I'm serious.
Gamora, got something for you. Think we can topple it?
It will stand in our way no longer.
Nice! Foom won't know what hit him.
You will be more resilient than a boulder.
I know. I'm just trying to be positive.
Why?
I think it's a team building thing.
We require no further team building. We are the perfect team.
We're okay.
That's high praise coming from Murder Mom.
Honestly, after everything we've been through...
This place is crumbling all around us!
Whoa! Fucking Maklu! Maklu 4. You must be fair.
Careful!
Very, very sharp!
This is nothing compared to the legendary teeth and claws of Fang Foom.
You know, I'm gonna be really disappointed if he doesn't live up to all the hype. Peter, look! There's smoke ahead.
Think it's Foom?
More likely it's people.
Great. Maybe they'll know where he is.
Or they'll attack us on sight. I could probably infiltrate the camp, look for weak links, make an example of the right person, bleed them out in front of their crew. The shock of it will cause confusion or maybe even surrender, and we carve through the rest.
Hey, is everything okay? We didn't really talk after your,
The killing my sister thing?
Yeah, and other tangential topics.
I'm fine. Ish.
Okay.
Peter, there's a good chance Nikki's already lost.
No, I don't accept that.
And if she is, I know I'll be the one expected to make the hard call.
She's my daughter.
But I'm the killer. We both know that.
It's not gonna come to that.
And if it does? If it's a choice between her and literally everything else, Peter, you'd do anything for someone you care about. And we both know that
We both know that you would as well. Which is why you're exactly who I need to bring my girl home. Alive.
I hope you're right.
Foom! It's Foom!
Yes!
Or just one huge fucking rock! Fast!
I am Groot.
Yeah, Ominous is right!
Here goes!
That's a lot of death
It is a good
spikes!
thing my skin is so resistant!
Hello? We're looking for Fang Foom. You seen him? Big wings, nasty teeth.
Purple shorts?
What do you mean, purple shorts?
What, I heard he wears purple shorts.
Ancient legends do tell of such a thing.
See?
That's gonna hit us!
There ain't no way through! Follow me! Into a wall! Trust me!
Oh, yeah. I like this one.
Let's see those things in action.
I'm on it.
Melt that one, too! And that one! At least it ain't quite as cold in this cave. I am so jealous right now, Quill.
You should be.
I swear, Quill, you get all the fun toys.
What? What about that weird gun you have that turns people inside out?
Oh yeah, the zipper. Man, I gotta fix that thing.
Step aside, mortals, and allow the Meltonator to do his mighty work.
That's a terrible name.
Huh? Got a better one?
PD Hot Guns.
No,
Captain Fireball.
it's not even a fireball. It's more like a heat glove.
Captain Heat Glob.
Nope, no.
Good thing that rock tried to murder us, or we'd have never got Quill's sweet new power. Maybe we should almost kill you more often.
That's not how it works. It's when people I care about are in danger, and then I get this feeling.
Oh, I get it. It's like faith in
No, it's not like...
it. Relax. I believe you.
Up we go, Groot.
I am Groot.
Just about there.
I am Groot. Wendigo.
What the flark?
It might be his name. Maybe he's trying to communicate.
Please don't.
I am Groot.
Yeah, not sure we want to piss this thing off.
Star-Lord!
Wendigo.
See? Star-Lord! Is it just me, or did he sound a little irritated?
No, there was definitely hatred in that voice.
Ha! Always the charmer, Quill. Check out these pointy trees.
Don't check them out too.
Ah! It burns!
I am Groot.
Groot says they've got corrosive spores. Maybe don't get too close. Those things grow in a frozen hellscape. I think they're made of sturdier stuff than that.
Burn, baby, burn!
Nice! I ain't ever gonna get tired of that. Groot says those plants deserve it.
field. Smell an ambush.
Your senses must be finely tuned. I smell nothing. But we are clearly still being stalked by the snow beasts.
They ain't exactly subtle. Wendigo!
Yeah, that's what I thought. Maclu 4 is beautiful, its own twisted way.
The trees...
Look, Will, it's your new best bud.
I'd say communication has failed.
Another, up there.
They're fast for something so big!
You can't borrow my jet boots!
A good fight warms the blood!
Or you can try a sweater! Danger close, Rocket! You remind me of the abominable snowman!
They're about to be snow horses!
Don't expect them to say much more than Wendigo!
Wendigo, home! Get it?
I don't think they're listening! Looks like they've evolved to survive these conditions!
Well, I hope they like dying in them.
Why can't we ever just meet a nice local...
What can I say, Quill? You bring it out in people.
Burn, baby, burn!
They're fast for something so big!
You can't borrow my jet boots!
I am trying to destroy!
Don't expect them to say much more than Wendigo!
You remind me of the abominable snowman!
They're about to be snow corpses!
Chop, chop, Gamora!
Been too long since I blew something up!
Anyone got a carrot in a pipe? The snowman's done!
How many giant crushed freaks do we gotta take out? Yo!
Why can't we ever just meet a nice local...
We do tend to attract a certain sort! Guys, a hint?
Oh, crap!
That was too close!
That's why I'm here!
Looks like they've evolved to survive these conditions!
What is next?
Get down!
I'm ready! Just find me an opening!
Gamora, slice him up! They remind me of the abominable snowman!
They're about to be snow corpses! He's woozy! Time to hit him!
You don't have to ask me twice!
Why can't we ever just meet a nice local...
What can I say, Quill? You bring it out in people!
Looks like his defenses are down!
I got
Those
all
are
these
chins.
toys, I'm just dying for you! Fire in the hole! Don't expect them to say much more than Wendigo!
Okay, I'm done playing with the snow monkeys.
Wendigo.
Is that really what we're calling them?
Hey, they're the ones who keep yelling Wendigo. See?
Sounds like we haven't seen the last of them.
Maybe Hellbender will want to add some of those Wendigo to her army.
Assuming they don't hold a grudge.
Hey, they started it.
So much for not holding a grudge!
Quit trying to make friends and run, Quill!
Whoa!
What do you think, Quill? They still just trying to communicate!
Heads up!
They just herd us into their zoo?
Look more like a dinner plate!
Well, let's make sure we don't end up on the menu.
Better off dead!
Ain't nothing worth doing ain't worth doing well, I say!
Take heed! My butt still hurts from that slide!
That ain't the pain in the ass I'm worried about right now!
Yes! Bring me more! Don't wear yourself out before the main event, big guy!
Next time, you're on your own!
One last gross flaily thing!
That thing was freaking nasty! Eat this!
It's like the whole planet came out to play!
This is
This reminds me of our monster hunt in the prohibited area!
Let's hope it doesn't end the same as that one!
You owe me one, Quill!
Watch your back!
Yes! Bring me more!
Never seen
Don't wear yourself out before the main event, big guy!
The less I have to touch him, the better!
What's next, Peter?
Peter Quill! Unleash me onto these...
Can we kill any faster? It's fucking cold!
Understood! I shall kill this thing!
Don't get too spread out! What's next, Peter?
Killing with fire!
Their appearance is grotesque!
You can admire him later! Walk out!
He is weakened! Attack!
Finally! Let me at him! Hey, who's that jackpot who was hucking rocks at us?
Let us return the favor!
You guys get a load of that wrecked ship?
Not really sightseeing right
It's like the whole planet came out to play.
Let him come! I got bombs for all!
Up you get, big guy!
I am trying to destroy! This reminds me of our monster hunt in the prohibited area!
I think you mean the quarantine zone!
It is
almost cooked there! Thanks, Big D! Slash him, Gamora!
You can admire him later! Smash him!
My butt still hurts from that.
That ain't the pain in the ass I'm worried about right now!
It's like the whole planet came out to play!
Not all! We still watch the most
We killed their leader. They should leave us alone now.
Or seek revenge.
Think that wreck is the camp we saw?
Nah, this thing has been here for ages. Look, the smoke's coming from the other side of it.
We're close, but we're gonna need to get up there.
Oh, please. It's probably the least dangerous thing on this planet. It's just a big hunk of scrap.
Alright, Groot, give me a boost.
I am Groot.
About yay high.
Yay is not a unit of measurement.
Groot knows what he means.
They say Fang Foom is a foe unlike any one could imagine.
I mean, he's basically a dragon from the fairy tales on Earth. Alright, heads up! I'm gonna drop something down for you guys. Look out below!
Ha! That'll work!
You think those creatures were using this ship for shelter?
Screw them. They're dead.
I never truly believed this day would come.
What, freezing your nips off with a bunch of us?
Here, give me a hand.
We should be ready. We don't know the source of that smoke. More hostiles.
Maybe it's just a nice warm fire and some
For you.
What can I say? Maybe Quill is rubbing off on me. Or maybe it's just so cold my brain has gone to mush.
Extreme cold would not render your brain mush. More likely, it would solidify.
Just what I need. A literal brain freeze. Numb and sleepy is what people say right before they freeze to death! Whatever it is, it smells...
Bodies. It smells of bodies.
Jeez. Is all this Foom?
Undoubtedly.
Up ahead. Looks like there's a survivor.
Who goes there?
No head. She has no head.
I believe that repulsive tentacle orb is her head.
And I can hear you with it.
Are you the only survivor?
Clearly not. Who are you, meat sacks?
We're here for Foom.
Forget what I said. Yeah, I'm the only survivor. Or will be.
I take it you know where we can find him?
Sure. Digesting my men back at his roost. Big Eye's obelisk sticking out of the Caldera's frozen sea.
Don't worry, we'll take care of Foom.
Sure you will, Terran. Just don't come running back here when he chases you. I've still got some things to pack up.
Are you gonna be okay?
I don't need your pity, Terran. I'll head back to Contraxia and lick my wounds.
Ooh, hey, you may not want to do that. Contraxia isn't exactly safe right now.
When is it ever?
Seriously, maybe you should just come with us.
I've been embarrassed enough today without taking help from a stranger. I can look after myself.
Well, if you hear people talking about a promise or the matriarch, just steer clear.
I'll keep that in mind.
Sorry about your men.
Dead men collect no paychecks. Speaking of, aren't you the Mad Titan's daughter?
What of it?
Relax, I'm not looking for trouble. There was a time I'd have taken you in for the bounty.
There was a time I'd have killed you for trying.
Yeah, seems we've both got bigger problems right now.
Seems like.
Any of you corpses mind if I help myself to your stuff? No? Well, thank you.
May as well put it to good use, right?
They ain't using it. Here's hoping we do better against Foom than this lot.
Another hunt marker?
This one is unclaimed. No doubt it belonged to one of these corpses.
Guess they never got the chance to plan it.
I've appropriated it for our own use. To herald our bravery this day. It shall mark our ultimate conquest, or our glorious defeat.
Foom may be bad news, but he's nothing compared to the fight that comes next.
And it shall mark our penultimate conquest.
One conquest at a time. Big ice thingy on the frozen sea, eh?
I am Groot.
You said it, buddy. Sure is a long way down. All right, people. Let's catch us a dragon.
Yes, we grow ever closer to our great destiny.
You're awful chipper, considering Foom obliterated that camp like it was nothing.
We are not nothing.
I'm with Drax. No mountain too high, no valley too low.
Literally. In the case of this place.
I'm getting too old for this.
How old are you?
Old enough.
You won't say? That old?
No, that young. I was grown, remember? I ain't gonna brand myself with how many cycles I've been sucking down air.
The rodent is mentally much older than any of us,
Thank you.
and emotionally much younger.
Har har.
Hey, Keith! The ice is amplifying our velocity!
This is how I die! Have you lost your fortune mind?
Come on! If you forget it's incredibly dangerous, it's actually kind of fun!
Indeed! Let us meet our deaths bemused!
Well, that takes care of the getting down part.
I don't even want to think about how we're gonna get back up. Or how we're gonna get Foom up there.
Look on the bright side. We may be dead.
Nonsense. We shall be victorious and our conquest will fill us with the vigor of 10.
Back on Earth, people would use dog sleds. A whole line of huskies pulling a sled across the ice.
Don't expect me to be the dog.
I was actually thinking of the Wendigo, and Foom is the sled.
That's the craziest idea I've ever heard.
Yeah. I love it.
We've still got to patch up the Milano.
She'll be alright. I quill-proofed the underbelly after Seknar. He's got a knack for wrecking stuff.
Don't we all?
That may be Groot.
Yeah. He must think we're a bunch of psychopaths.
Nah, he sees us as fertile soil he's cultivating into something beautiful. Oh, you did too, you big cheese ball.
Ooh, I didn't think it could get any colder.
You know, it's days like these I'm glad I installed seat warmers in the Milano.
Up ahead! There's the ice obelisk.
This must be it, the frozen sea.
This is the perfect spot. Here we will challenge the great beast. Fang Foom! Come and face your death!
What are you doing? We can't get the drop on him if he knows we're here.
Also, we're not killing him, remember?
Shout with me. Here we demonstrate our mettle.
Fin Fang Foom! Your end draws near!
Nope, not his end.
Your quill. Go!
Fin Fang Foom, it's nap time!
Rocket, it's your turn.
Did he just say my real name?
Rocket!
Fin Fang Foom! We're gonna decomboggle your flunking scut spigots! You hear me?
He hears you.
You scaly, overgrown gordle-splode! You fessed lump of Satarki and shrub meat! You don't scare us!
It feels good, does it not?
Yeah! It actually does!
Just through here. Be ready for anything.
That is technically impossible.
So, where is he?
Maybe we spooked him.
Impossible. Foom was born without fear.
You don't know that.
In the cold heart of a dying star.
Dying stars ain't cold.
This one was.
You think his lair's behind that?
Let's find out.
Beating him into submission.
We're gonna have to get through that ice armor first!
Prepare yourself. You face Captain Heatclaw.
What's wrong, Foom? Ice got your claw?
The bigger they are, the harder they fall!
Well, after all. Yeah, let's dump the other pieces. Let's trick this guy back. Look out below!
That's two!
For the pain of ice
shamed himself with surrender!
Come on, Foom! You'll like Sector 9!
Hellbender's got all the minions you can eat!
This is how it's
Face
done!
me! Do not hold back now!
Who's been holding back?
Looks like you need a little help!
Ready!
Don't fall underfoot! Quick, while he's stuck in the ice!
I can't believe we're fighting a dragon!
What's wrong here? First time?
We definitely got his attention!
It is not his intention, I pray!
Past time someone got stabbed!
What is next, Peter Quill?
Up this fence is square with Hellbender!
Who wouldn't want a giant pet dragon?
It's heating up! Come on, Foom! You'll like Sector 9!
Hellbender's got all the minions you can eat! We need you on your feet, big guy!
Everything!
So much for going quietly! Rocket! Feel free to give up, fool!
We'll go easy on you! Quick! Take him while he's down! About time!
Pizza! Do your thing, Drax! Hope this makes you
Are we even
proud,
making a
Hellbender.
dent?
Flesh does not dance!
We seem to be making him matter! So that's progress!
Put him up! The crash!
Any
Shut him down!
Suppose we had sold Foom as I originally suggested!
Okay, Drax! You get to pick our next money-making scheme!
The ice isn't cracking, you big baby!
Fireball! Incoming! He's coming
It's
down
barely a
hard!
scratch!
Put me back in, coach!
Wipe him out, Rocket!
Who's been holding back?
My great strength goes underutilized! The beast grows desperate!
Yeah, and pissed!
And he's about to get sloppy!
Mind your footing, Peter Quill!
Hope this makes us...
Better! We need a favor!
Let's kick some butt, huh?
Been too long since I blew something up!
Lock and load, Rocket! What's wrong, Foom? Feeling exposed? I can't believe we're fighting a dragon!
What's wrong here? First time?
you overgrown lizard!
Looks like he just did! Run! That was too close!
Good thinking! Muscle! Get through the head! He thinks you two can refund that rock right at the Foom's face! He's belching fire!
Good! Hope this makes you swear with Hellbender!
Who wouldn't want a giant pet dragon? Let's hurry this up! I'm getting cold!
You weren't cold already?
I can't believe we're fighting a dragon!
Believe it and shoot it!
Hold back now!
Eat plasma, you overgrown lizard! Just go get your branches burned!
Take care, Lizard!
Don't fall underfoot!
Wrecking tracks! Perish!
Suppose we had sold Foom as I originally suggested.
Okay, Drax! You get to pick our next money-making scheme! Hope this makes you swear with Hellbender!
Who wouldn't want a giant
Yeah, Tiger!
I shall not falter again.
Don't get burned!
Find your footing, Peter Quill!
He's taking a swing!
His own might will be his
Get the
undoing!
point?
What's next, Peter?
Light him up, Rocket!
Watch out for his... well, everything!
So much for going quietly!
Come on, Foom! You'll like Sector 9!
Great things would make for invigorating fight! Hold back now!
Now, Peter! You're ready!
House judgment!
Thought we lost you for a second.
I'm
Are we
ready!
even making
Find
a
the
dent?
opening!
Flesh was not dead!
We seem to be making him matter! So that's progress!
Peter Quill, unleash me onto these Foom!
Hope this makes you swear with Hellbender!
Who wouldn't want a giant
beast
pet
grows
dragon?
desperate.
Yeah, and pissed!
And he's bound to get sloppy!
Rocket! Nuke him!
The ice isn't cracking, you big baby!
Suppose we had sold Foom as I originally suggested!
No quarantine zone, no line, no church!
One more time! Let's knock him out cold!
Doesn't look like he's gonna make it easy on us!
Beast is most dangerous when at its most desperate! We must not fail! You're ready!
Now, Peter!
Fire!
Let her loose!
Yes! We stand triumphant! Foom has fallen!
Nobody escapes my wrath.
Floorboard. Monster Queen of Seknarf 9, you said you'd hear him out. You promised.
Speak. I hope this is the one where you make a good speech.
We screwed up. We conned you. Robbed you. Killed your... baby. We can't take back what we've done. But we want to make it right.
Quill.
You murdered the Dragon Lord of Kakarantara! Ah!
This is new.
Fate has finally brought the two of us together. Lord Foom.
The final harvest begins. Dead worlds, screaming across space. We must go. Now.
Someone needs to take a stand against the church. We could really use some help.
You pay one debt, then create another.
No, though I can kind of see...
Enough. I will gather my forces.
All right, let's go.
Yes! The noble Lady Hellbender shall fight alongside us this day. After we bested Foom the Invincible.
I think we found Drax's peanut butter and chocolate.
We are on the path to destiny, my friends.
I still can't believe we did it. We did do it, right?
We sure did, and we got Mantis back.
But we lost Warlock, and we'll need him to exercise the Magus once we shut down that ritual.
So we bust him out of cult prison. I've done jailbreaks before, we all have.
We still tracking him?
Oh yeah, that thing ain't coming out easy.
Good. Then all we gotta do is get there on time and hope Lady Hellbender does too.
She will. I'm certain of it.
All right. Let's gear up, people. Tie up any loose ends. Take a pee if you have to, because we're not stopping again.
Hey, Quill. Let me borrow your tunes.
Why?
I need to focus. Come on.
Do not drop that.
Mantis? What happened on the Mantis after we left? Last time we saw you, things looked dire.
It's a long story. We can talk about it after you do like Star Guy says and use the bathroom.
I don't need to.
Alright, but don't say I didn't warn you in church Grandpa makes you do faith crunches.
Wait, Raker's gonna do what?
It depends. But at some point, someone says my name, and then there's a little bit of pee.
Great. I did not want to know that.
Oh yeah, little fuzzy. Maybe the little bit of pee is you.
Nope.
Aw, she says thank you for getting rid of Aiden Warsock. Apparently she likes me better.
Adam Warlock?
Yeah, him. She thinks him bleats. It translates weird.
Mantis! I've got so many questions.
I know, and I've got so many answers. Like, seize the means of production. Or, it's not just a rash. Or, yes, it is gluten-free.
Not the answers I was looking for, but now I'm wondering about the questions.
What questions?
How did you convince Lady Hellbender to meet us on Maclu 4? You weren't even with us when we decided to go.
Actually, convincing her to go after you wasn't hard at all. But convincing her to hear you out? Whew, that was tough. I had to get all creepy mystical and spook her with warnings about what would happen otherwise.
You told her about the end of the universe, and she believed you?
Oh, no, not at first. But when I brought up all her precious monsters dying, she came around. Couldn't take that chance with her babies, you know?
What happened on Lamentis after we left? You said some people would survive, but that doesn't fare super well for the others.
Many of the elders died. They didn't resist the invasion, but they would never accept the promise. It isn't their way.
I'm sorry.
Don't be. Their sacrifice bought time for me and the Kotati to hide most of the others. They will emerge when the galaxy is saved.
So you're able to hide them in the caves. Hope you told them to stay away from the fog. Well, I'm glad to have you with us.
Oh, good, because you're not always glad.
Why not?
Well, sometimes I'm your ex-wife.
What?
I think she's pulling your leg, Quill.
It only ever happens the one time, but it's so funny.
No, not like that.
What is it?
Your angle of attack was off. You have to go at it from the inside out, especially since Raker's body armor has inward folds.
Ah, a tactically sound observation.
I noticed it made a big difference when I had to assassinate a congregation of Verdun dignitaries. They were wearing so many layers.
Now that's a knife.
It is indeed a spectacular blade.
Drax! Hey, I was just...
There is no need to explain yourself, Peter Quill. Unlike the rodent, I do not mind when others are curious about my things.
It's a really cool blade.
With an equally impressive history.
You recognize it?
It belonged to Zatar the Unfinished, a great Catathian warrior king who led the first pilgrimage to Maclu 4.
Wait, so you're saying this is basically Excalibur?
I am unfamiliar with such a weapon.
It's a mythical sword belonging to a famous Earth King.
Then yes, I suppose you could say this is the Excalibur of my people. It is a symbol of a king and the great hunt he inspired for those seeking to regain a place in Ultath.
So, this great hunt thing seems like a bigger deal than I thought. Did we mess it up for everyone by capturing Fang Foom?
What do you mean?
Well, its purpose is to regain entry into Catathian heaven and stuff, and now there's no Foom to, you know, send you there.
Ah, Peter Quill. There are many paths to Ultath. The pilgrimage to Maclu 4 is but one of them.
Right.
When Thanos murdered my family and destroyed my village, twice I chose the path of revenge. First, I raised a small army of Catathian warriors. Even outnumbered, we cut our way through the Chitauri line and challenged Thanos himself.
Wait. On Catath, you faced Thanos twice during the Galactic War?
Yes. But I was not strong enough the first time.
Strong enough to survive?
Thanos allowed me and a few others to live, to set an example. Defeated and humiliated, the surviving members of my squad chose to make the pilgrimage to Maklu 4. But I could not. I continued to walk the path of revenge. Until you helped me put the ghosts of Hovat and Camaria to rest.
To be fair, I had a lot of help.
And yet you have given me a new purpose, Peter Quill. Seems my destiny was not in the mountains of Kakaranthara after all, but here, on this ship, with you.
Zatar sounds like a hero of yours.
King Zatar. And he is. Every Katathian warrior knows the story of his pilgrimage to Maklu 4.
Why is he called Zatar the Unfinished, then?
In the history of my people, a rival king attacked Zatar's lands, easily overwhelming his forces. Captured and broken, Zatar challenged the rival king to a fight to the death, but the conqueror refused, banishing him to a life of dishonor and disgrace instead. So King Zatar went to Maklu 4 to challenge the mighty Fang Foom and change his destiny.
Well, that's depressing.
How is it depressing?
Because he obviously failed. Fang Foom's still alive and kicking, mostly.
He did not fail, Peter Quill. King Zatar did not vanquish Fang Foom, it is true. But he did redeem himself in the eyes of his people.
By dying? Not exactly a happy ending.
By never giving up. A warrior only truly dies when he stops living. King Zatar proved that our stories, the records of who we were in life, are ours to shape. He could have died a coward who lost his place in Ultath, or he could do what I and many of my people believe he did. Change the ending of his story.
Well, I'm glad you're here with us now. I can't guarantee where our path will take us, but hopefully somewhere with lots of money and comfort.
I do not have a doubt in my heart, Peter Quill, that we will have moderate success.
I'll accept moderate.
Gamora Zanhubari, do you wish to practice hand-to-hand techniques?
It's still weird when you say my actual name.
I am getting used to it.
We've come a long way since Murderous Sorceress. Wasn't it what you were calling me back on my first mission with the team?
Yes. At first I believed you had bewitched Peter Quill. I could see no other reason he would hire an assassin for a protection contract.
Really? No other reason than magic?
You could also have seduced him. He lacks mental fortitude in the presence of women.
True. If I remember right, he spent most of that protection contract flirting with the waitresses.
Good thinking. Get the watering sorted out before we go.
I am Groot. I am Groot.
He looks so sad, swishing around in his robes.
What'd he say?
Groot wants to water the Grand Unifier.
Oh, right.
The soaked unifier?
The Grand Humidity!
I am Groot.
Hey, Rocket. Working on something?
I'm always working on something.
You're not listening to my tunes?
No, you turned the music on.
Then can I have my player back?
Why? You already got music playing.
Right. So you don't need the player to focus anymore.
You might turn it off.
Yeah, but...
What part of I need to focus don't you get, Quill?
What do you need to focus on so badly anyway?
Something that might give us a way to get through the Armada around Sacrosanct. Just in case Lady Skullsuit doesn't show up in time.
Nice. What is it?
You'll see.
In retrospect, our team was eclectic on that first mission. Peter Quill, spar with me.
I think I'll pass, Drax. I don't want to get tired before the real fight.
Tired? But this is the warm-up.
Not a bad idea. We don't know what's gonna happen when we get out of hyperspace. What if we get ambushed?
That's what guns are for.
Ugh, guns.
I think I preferred when you two didn't get along. Bet those moves are really going to impress Lady Hellbender.
I do not need to impress her. Besting the great Fang Foom is proof enough of my combat skills.
Yeah, that would do it.
I'm not sure Lady Hellbender was really impressed with how we handled that fight. You know, since we accidentally killed that dragon before Groot revived him.
Would you not be impressed by a man slaying a dragon?
Maybe if he does it without my help.
Raker's going down this time, Gamora. I promise you.
And I promise you, I'm getting Nikki out of there. No matter what.
We will get her out.
Together.
Together.
So, Bug Girl, how come you can understand Groot so well? You've only known him a few cycles.
Telenesin is a common language in some realities. The Chitauri don't always blow up Planet X.
I am Groot.
Yep. There's a dimension where I learned to speak it from a very aggressive compost vendor on Nowhere.
Groot loves compost. Hey, Bug Lady, you see anything about this mission we should know about?
I don't see much. Or rather, I see too much. So many realities converging.
Does Lady Hellbender ever stand us up?
Only in a few versions. Usually when Star Guy does a bad speech. Oh, and also in one version where he grabs her butt.